Hello students of Standard 9. Welcome to DAV Mall Public School. I am your English teacher Jagruti Meshram. Let's begin our today's online session of English. Today we will start with a new poem, The Lake Isles of Innisfree. The poem The Lake Isles of Innisfree is written by William Butler Yeats. This poem is a lyric. It is a musical poem. It explores the poet's longing for peace and tranquility of Innisfree, a place where he spent a lot of time as a boy. Innisfree is the name of a place. It is a very quiet place, and that is the reason the poet wants to go there. He had spent his childhood in this place. He has very sweet memories of that place. That is why he wanted to go back to the lake island of Innisfree. Dear students, in this poem you will come across many difficult words. Here are their meanings. Arise, stand up. Cabin, room. Wattles, twisted sticks for making fences or walls. Glade, clearing or open space. Bee loud refers to the sound made by the buzzing of the bees. Veils, a piece of fine material worn by women to protect or hide the face. Cricket, an insect related to grasshoppers but with shorter legs. The male produces a characteristic musical chirping sound. Linnet, a small brown and grey bird with a short beak. Glimmer, something which is shining. Night and day means all the time. Lapping, striking. Heart score, the innermost part of the heart. Now let us study in detail the poem The Lake Isles of Innisfree, stanza 1. I will arise and go now, and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin built there of clay and wattles made. 9 bean rows will I have there, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee loud glade. I here refers to poet William Yeats. He says that he wants to go to Innisfree. As I told, Innisfree is the name of a place. Over there, he will build a small room for himself with clay and small sticks, which are used to make the walls or the fences of the cabin. As he will need some food to eat also, so he will grow 9 rows of beans near his room. Also, he will get honey from the honey bee hive. He says that the open space where he will build his room will be full of buzzing sounds of the bees, and over there he will live all alone in peace and tranquility. Stanza 2. And I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the vales of the morning to where the cricket sings. There midnight's all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evening full of the linnet's wings. In this stanza, the poet says that when in Innisfree, he will feel peaceful, and he says that the feeling of peace is felt slowly and gradually. He describes how he would feel peaceful in the morning time when it is cloudy and the view is not very clear. Then it will appear as if the morning has worn a veil and has hidden itself. Looking at this scene, will make him feel peaceful. Further he says that when the male cricket insect will sing a song, that sound will bring him a peace. Also at midnight, when he will see the twinkling stars in the open sky, their shine will give him peace. In the afternoon, when the sunlight will give a purplish glow, it will also give him peace. During the evening, when he will see the linnet bird flying in the sky, then also he will feel peaceful. Linnets are a small brown and grey birds with a short beak. Now the last stanza. I will arise and go now, for always night and day I hear lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. While I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's grey, I hear it in the deep heart's core. In this stanza, the poet says that now he will stand up and go to Innsfree because all the time the sound of the lake waters striking the shore repeats in his mind. This sound attracts him towards the lake. Whenever he is either standing on the roadway or on the grey-colored pavements, he hears the sound deep in the innermost part of his heart. So here we end our poem. Now let's see the literary device in the poem. Rhyming scheme of the poem is AB, AB. Alliteration, this figure of speech is used. We all know that what is alliteration? The repetition of a consonant sound in two or more closely placed words is called alliteration. The instances of alliteration in the poem are hive and honeybee. H sound is repeated. Lake, lapping, low. L sound is repeated. Repetition. I will arise and go now is repeated in stanza 1 and 3. Personification. Morning is personified. Metaphor. Clouds are compared to whales. Now let us quickly recapitulate the poem. The poet is reminded of his past, his boyhood, when he visited the peaceful lake Isles of Innisfree. He wants to go there and says that he will live there all alone. He wants to build a small cabin with clay and wattles. He would grow beans and get a honeybee hive for honey to survive on. The poet describes the peaceful natural surrounding of the lake. He says that the scene of the cloudy morning, the shining stars, the glowing sun, and birds flying in the sky give him peace. He feels relaxed to hear the pleasant sound of the cricket's song. The poet feels the urgency to go to the lake Isles of Innisfree. In the depth of his heart, he can hear the sound of the lake waters hitting the shore. It is as if the lake is calling him. He hears the sound everywhere, either on the crowded roads or the grey-colored pavements of the city in which he lives. This indicates that he wants to escape from the artificial life of the city into the peaceful surrounding of nature. Dear students, based on our today's poem, here is a short assignment for you. Have a nice day. Thank you.